Legend of Total War here with part
orders, my lord.
13 of my Third Age Total War Divide and Conquer 2.1 Let's Play campaign as Rohan.
As you command.
Alright, so we're gonna lift the siege here. Do what we can. I really want to defeat Mordor as quickly as possible, just because it sucks. Like, I would love nothing more than to be really into this, but just the honest truth is I'm not saying it's a bad mod or anything. I think they've done an amazing job with the submod, but the problem is that I just don't care about Lord of the Rings anymore, or Middle Earth. I just find it a little bit wanky. In fact, I think I really lost a lot of interest in Lord of the Rings once I actually read Lord of the Rings. I found it one of the most boring books I've ever read, personally. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but that's just my opinion. I used to be really into the movies, you know, back in 2004, but you know, it's 2018 now. Like, I try and watch Lord of the Rings. I can't sit through any of them. Just can't. Not for the whole thing. Just can't do it. It's just so boring. You know, I've watched the movies heaps of times. You know, back in the pre-2010. I just can't do it anymore. And much in the same way with this campaign, I'm just sort of a bit over it. And it also doesn't help. I'm kind of over Medieval 2 now. It took a long time, but we finally got there. Finally got bored of Medieval 2. So what I want to do here, I want to try and take care of this. Of course, Medieval 2 is still my favorite game of all time. You can something can still be your favorite game of all time, and you can be bored of it at the same time. The unfortunate truth is that I've just played way too many hours of this game, and it's just like there's nothing new and exciting left, I feel. And the age of this game is really starting to show. I still haven't released episode 1. So by the time you guys watch this, it'll probably be quite some time between, you know, me recording this episode right now. Let's give it it's April 14th today. So who knows, maybe fucking August by the time you're watching this, who knows. Largely depends on how long I take to finish this, whether or not I decide to release episode 1 before I finish. Which I might, just because I'm struggling to finish this. Just because I just don't want to do it. I'm gonna take out those archers first. Man, this fucking lightning's irritating. I don't want to play this battle on 1x speed because well, for one thing, there's no need. I can handle this at 6x speed. Great AI here. Just sit there, let me kill their archers. Apologies in advance about the noise and stuff with it. Obviously it's not designed to be played at 6x speed, but that is the speed at which I like to play, because I can handle it at this speed. I want this battle to be done with quickly. Where's their general? Killing him might help. This one here. Okay. Damn, I've already killed 22% of them. I bet you come out here now and we'll shoot. Do you know what's funny though? Playing the newer Total War games has actually made me a worse Total War player, because playing on legendary difficulty means that I no longer check the minimap. I'm always getting, you know, hit by something in the side because I never check the minimap, because on legendary difficulty, I just taught myself, you know, not to rely on it. But of course, sometimes it can be quite helpful. And auto-resolving every goddamn battle in order in the newer Total War games, which, you know, is the optimal way to play, has made me lazy. Because I remember when I first came onto the scene back in 2013, and you know, I played Rome 2 in such a way that I never auto-resolved any battle, for every battle manually. But then I learned that that was just a huge waste of time. That's why like, I had campaigns that were like 100 episodes long, and they were just regular campaigns that didn't even go whole map completion. And now I do full map completion, it's like 10 episodes. And I do a much better job. Auto-resolve. Charging head on.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
There we're going. Killed 30% of them, that's pretty good. I hate it when they do that with like 4 units, 4 men, come at you like that. What are you doing? Okay, at least the bounce power is even now. That's good to see. Okay, we're out of ammo. Okay, over here. Are those ballista towers? Oh yeah, they are. Get some shots off on them. Thin them out a little bit more. So yeah, where I'm at with the campaign is I would love to just find the ring and just drop it off at, you know, at Mount Doom and just be like, done. But because I know that taking out Mordor, the normal traditional way of like wiping them out, every one of their armies, is one of the most grindy things to do. It's basically like trying to take out the Mongols in stainless steel. Because you take out all their settlements, right? And then they turn into this huge fucking horde. Heaps more battles to deal with. Also, I really want to try and take them out early before they... I don't know Divide and Conquer 2.1. I don't know if they get like lots of free shit. I mean, I'm assuming that they do, just because I know that the Third Age Total War game just scripts a lot of stuff into the game, like garrison scripts and free armies and stuff like that. Thing that I fucking hate. So taking them out early would be quite helpful.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge. Only half the enemy force remains. Our men have captured. Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the
Should we get to 85%? Finish them off. 13% casualties is not bad at all. Alright, cool.
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is...
So I think that went pretty well. Now I know that, you know, given my commentary so far, as it gets progressively more apathetic towards the campaign, people will be like, why not just stop now? The problem is that, you know, this was a requested campaign. Someone paid, a few people paid me to do this. And I've got to finish this out of obligation. I will get to
We have triumphed!
But I don't have to, I'm not gonna fake enjoyment of it, you know. That's just not what my channel's about. God.
Your orders, my lord.
I think Ents around here somewhere. I'm gonna go the safe way around.
Yes. There is no glory in hiding like this, my lord.
I'd rather not fight anyone.
With honor.
If I don't have to. Don't need a ballista.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
So yeah, reinforcements are on the
Making
way.
camp here.
There's places out here. I'm not going to bother recruiting from there. I shouldn't need to. They're more just for making money. Let's do some construction and then we'll move on. Kind of recruit from here. It'd only be one farmhand pikeman, then nothing. But you know, it's just a case of I just gotta throw as many troops as I can in here. Like the only reason why I don't come down here is because I know this is it's too insufficient. These troops here, it's just not enough.
Yes, my lord.
You know, I really should be building the Great Hall. Because that's going to increase the number of troops that I can recruit. Okay, got multiple generals here. Let's take,
Your order. Yes,
take
my
him.
lord.
Your will, my lord. My lord.
Just leave behind some of the militia.
Your will, my lord. By your command. Joining for
Get moving to the
making
front
camp
line.
here.
And
Your
you,
orders, my lord.
get down over here.
We can go no further, my lord. My lord. Yes. Merging armies, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, good. Let's move on. So yeah, big hope that Gondor's going to make a push through Minas Morgul? I don't know, whatever it is. Get through that. However, we need to be the ones that capture Barad-dûr. Okay. If I'm right, even if they besiege that next turn, my reinforcements will arrive in time to stop them.
Hiding from the enemy.
Your orders, my lord.
Yeah, they'll arrive in time
Yes. Making camp here.
now. Great.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
Also got to remember to keep an eye out over here.
My lord.
Any fucking gobbos
Approaching quietly.
come down here need to be killed. Music seems a little bit loud. Let me just adjust that.
Yes, my lord.
With honor, we can go no further, my lord.
Your
Right.
orders, my lord.
Let's get moving. With
Your
you.
will, my lord.
We don't need the super high taxes anymore. We can just get
Yes,
moving.
my lord.
With honor, making camp here.
Your orders, my lord.
Yes. My lord. Orders. As you wish. Join with honor. We can go.
Yes, my lord.
Yes. We shall continue tomorrow, my lord.
Your orders, my lord.
Orders. Orders. Yes. Merging armies, my lord.
Well, it's pretty much emptied our lands of troops. But we're making so much cash, it's not a problem. So just, I guess, even if just recruiting the scouts as well, just throw troops into Mordor now. Except for ballistas, they slow us down too much. I just don't need them. Just queue them up so that at least these can start regenerating in the recruitment pool.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, seems to be all we can do this
Your
turn.
orders, my lord.
Let's get some construction going. Alright, so we just finished building the standing stone, so culture should be increasing very slowly. This would be a great place for us to get more troops from, once of course we've got the culture. Build an armory here. It would provide garrison when assaulted. Doesn't matter about the money, the cost. We got to make sure we can hold this.
I'm gonna stick you.
Yeah, you'll be able to stop them. So once again, let's have a look at how we fare against Mordor. So both of us, that is Gondor and myself, are now more powerful than Mordor, and I'm probably almost as powerful as Gondor itself. Militarily, I'm actually weaker than them both, but it's in the other areas that we excel. Territorially, financially, not with population. Overall, yeah, okay, let's go one day. What if the elves would come and help us?
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
With honor.
You just hire anything. Just mass mobilization. So that we can end this. Moving on. Come on, Gondor, it's your job to deal with the guys that come out through that side there.
We must make a stand. We are besieged.
Your orders, my lord.
Yes.
Well, it should come out during the sale hour.
Yes, my lord.
With honor.
Your orders, my lord.
Yes.
Yes, your orders, my lord.
With honor.
Watchtower there.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands. Assembling a...
Yes, my lord.
With honor. We shall continue tomorrow.
Your
Keep
orders, my
coming.
lord.
Yes. We can go no further, my
Don't
lord.
think I'll need the mercenaries.
Yes, my lord.
Making camp here.
It is any unit that's available. It's not artillery because they slow us down too much. They seem like they could be pretty strong. Not worrying about doom stacks, it's all just about just throwing troops at Mordor. And the western settlements will finance that. Actually, I'll keep it down. I'd actually probably make more money through the grain exchange. Yeah, when that's done, we'll make a ton of extra cash from that. Not that cash is really a problem, it's just that it will be once we continue mustering troops at the rate that we're going. Probably should actually focus more on building up the barracks more than the farmings here, because this is where our troops are coming from.
My lord, we shall
Yes,
engage.
he's coming in to help. Even with that, it says the odds are more or less even. Shouldn't be difficult though. Let's do this.
Attack!
Now, if this goes well enough that we don't lose too many casualties, we can continue to push forward and get to the next choke point.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must...
Oh, you're fucking kidding. Why are they coming in from over there? Oh, you fucking retard. Oh, god damn it. Didn't give me a chance to actually properly deploy, though. Maybe I just missed out. That's alright. So yeah, he recovered in full. Yeah, look, you guys need to come out now. Try and pincer them. They... Oh, no, they're showing exactly where they're supposed to. It's just the enemy should actually be on the other side. Right. At least these guys are a bit busy trying to reposition at the moment. Move it. It's gonna take a while for them to get here. Do they even have any archers? See, Uni. Well, good, if they don't have archers, and they're just going to form a big blob, that's good for us. Get lots of shots in. It's going pretty well so far. I mean, 12% of them, 13% now dead. Shooting each other. One way that really makes Medieval 2 especially outdated compared to the newer Total Wars on the battlefield is the inability to, you know, alt-drag units around, which is really good in the new Total War games. That's one of the best features that they've added in recent years. No, I know. Oh, no, they do actually have archers. I know I criticize the newer games a lot, and in many ways, the newer games are not as good as the old games. But there are some ways in which they've done a good job. The alt drag, especially with Attila and Warhammer, it's so good. They just made controlling your units so much easier.
For the moment, the fortune of battle
Without
goes our
taking
way.
away
Let's
depth.
pray it remains as such.
That's what they should be doing. They should be trying to add depth without complexity. That's really good game design. Really bad game design is when they add complexity that's also really shallow, which is what they've done with, in my opinion, with Thrones of Britannia. They've made a really complex but shallow game. But it's not even calling it complex is a stretch. It's not really complex. It tries to be complex.
If we continue like this,
It's like
we
so
will
much stuff
smash
with
the
low
enemy.
impact. That's probably the best way to put it. Come back over here. I need to just pause this for a moment and actually reorganize this, because this is a fucking mess. You guys know I like my troops organized in a certain way, and I don't have time to make lots of clicks and also organize these guys. Another good thing about the newer Total Wars, starting from Shogun 2, is the ability to just click and drag your units around. But Legend, why don't you use control groups? I hate control groups. I've always hated control groups. I've always found them to be very rigid. Oh, hang on. Yeah, let's see how good. It's from all over the place. Why do you do that? You got this golden opportunity here and you just sit there. Run them down. Fuck sticks. Shit. Why don't you... Oh, I forgot to move them. Move them back in here. They've done their job. They're already exhausted just from walking up this hill. Oh well. The balance of power's in our favor. We're good. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fight them here. Get back inside. Let the archers and the gates deal with it. Or whatever, 6 magic years.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Gotta watch out a bit when charging into Moran and Guard. Do not charge into them from the front.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Okay, with this big blob here, hopefully their morale will drop. A good charge into their rear, maybe they'll break.
The enemy general abandons his men.
Is that him? That would be good if we can capture him.
We've captured the enemy's
stuff.
general. That'll teach the cowardly dog to turn tail and run.
So yeah, we've got this. Easy victory. It's always the best if you can manage to take them out one at a time. And blob tactics,
If we
It
continue
works.
like this, we will smash the enemy.
because the way it works, you know, I know some people don't like blobs, so they think blobs are a bit noobish. But here's what's good about blobs in this situation: keeping you guys together, lets them have local superiority. It improves their morale, especially when they're exhausted like that. so they're not very likely to break. But also, overwhelm the enemy local troops, give them the there's too many troops here for us to deal with penalty, rather than spread your troops out everywhere. Which is actually more powerful than flanking. This is why they just broke like that. I didn't even have to fight them. Just because I had way more troops and they got chicken shit
If we
scared.
continue like this, we will smash the
This doesn't really work that well in the newer Total War games, which probably better than it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't help that the enemy are exhausted as well. As it doesn't help them, helps me. Yeah, we did very well on this.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down. Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Good. That's going to make it a definite viable option for us to continue on and capture another one of their settlements. Reinforcements will be coming soon as well, as in additional reinforcements. And we'll pour into Mordor, capture all their settlements. I mean, unless... I'm not going to wait around for the ring. If the ring comes, great. If it doesn't, I'm going to go straight for there. Because the thing about the ring is that it could fucking show up at Erebor next time. It might never show up in any territory that is nearby here. And then when you do find it, you got to send a character towards it. You don't get much time to get there either, so it's going to be quite difficult. That is, of course, assuming that you're the first one to get to it.
An honorable, glorious victory.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Have a taste of my blade.
I really hope I don't besiege this and then suddenly they get garrison script. That would fucking suck.
Approaching quietly.
Good, new units are getting unlocked as the culture improves.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
With honor, we can go no further, my
Do
lord.
some construction if we haven't already. It's almost ready to upgrade. And what about recruitment? Well, I'll just put that in the queue there so that it can at least start replenishing. And let's move on. I think the only thing that's really going to give us a hard time, you know, dealing with Mordor is their trolls. Oh yes, draw out opportunity. That's what we want to see. I want to try and avoid assaulting settlements just because I want to, you know, obviously avoid that garrison script. Fucking irritating that. You go to a settlement that has one person in there, go to assault it, then suddenly there's 20. Hate that shit.
My lord. Impossible, my lord.
Alright.
I'm gonna stick you.
Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord. Orders. Your will, my lord. As you
So
wish,
I'll be taking all the air
my
raid
lord. By your
forces. I
command.
need to leave some guys behind here because obviously
Have a taste of my blade.
they're coming.
Your will, my lord.
That's not going to be enough.
Your orders, my lord.
My lord. Orders. As you wish. Your will, my lord. Emerging army marching to war.
Just want to get an idea of what they've got. Orc scouts. Yep, nothing major there. should be pretty easy. What is that? Moran Guard, Uruk Bodyguard. Okay, they're actually pretty tough. What else?
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Orders. Yes.
I'll take
Yes,
both of the
my lord.
generals.
Your orders, my lord.
Because
Splitting
for a
our
field
forces.
battle, the
Yes, my lord.
cavalry is all we really
Assembling
need.
a might, my lord.
I can send one of the generals back there. He should have enough movement.
Your orders, my lord.
Obviously, I would like to have a bit more cavalry than this, but this should be sufficient.
To battle.
Sure, it says that, but they don't have the means by which to attack us. They don't have any speed.
Muster your courage, men. We march into
And the
battle.
cycle chargedness of the general's bodyguard, it's just going to overpower them. First thing we need to do is take out their archers, then we'll send our horse archers in to clear out their general's bodyguard or something. I don't know. We'll see. Play it by ear. Yeah, why not? You come with as well.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Okay, they're trying to take a defensive position, which could work for us. In that they're not going to be ready to get... You know, one volley off on us is still better than nothing. Plus, we've got an opportunity to hit them in the flanks. Aiming for those scouts. The other army over there doesn't have any scouts. Another problem, though, is that charging into units' rears doesn't really work that well in this. See, that doesn't do much. And the charges when dealing with hills is just a bit derpy. You can see how they're just derping out all over the place. It's not good. Alright, forget about these guys here.
If
Because
we
this
continue like
location
this,
here, it's
we
just,
will smash the enemy.
it just derps us out completely. Instead, let's try and hit them over there. You can see how just derpy they're being. We're not getting anything done there. Instead, we'll go take out their reinforcements. Well, actually, we're getting them off the walls, off the hill. I just need to be able to charge with them properly. And charging up the hill doesn't really work out very well. There we go, now we're talking.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their... The battle is very much in our favor.
I've got a broken
Victory
bunch
will
of
be
them.
ours.
Yeah, you don't want them in prolonged combat, they just let it cycle charge. Okay, I think one whole unit of their archers is gone, but they've just got a couple of guys left over here that we need to get rid of. That way our horse archers can get in here and skirmish with relative impunity. horse sandwich here, if we can. There's no need for it.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Okay, good. So that's all the archers gone now. Now we send in our archers. Probably best to actually spread them out a little bit. They have a bad habit of shooting each other. Which hasn't even been fixed in the newer Total War games. Having lots of horse archers, you just get so much friendly fire. I reckon these guys here will be absolutely exhausted, so charge in there, but these guys should finish them off.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Only half the enemy force remains. Behold how our coward... If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, it's basically nothing left.
Men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Pretty sure we got them all. But let's just make sure.
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
Good, we take that settlement. Minimal casualties. Allows us to keep pushing even further into Mordor. And with this loss of this castle for them, that's fewer troops that they can recruit naturally. I mean, I don't know how many free armies that they'll likely get. Or whether or not this is going to affect it.
We have triumphed!
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Alright, so you go back over here.
Yes.
Your orders, my lord.
And
as you command.
I think we have to sack
honorable, glorious victory. My lord, our courage and honor have conquered.
Alright, so what do we got? Temple of Melkor. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, let's build the armory first. We can build a stronghold here. Well, the population's not going down, so let's just wait for later. Build that armory. What's this? Dark Lord Disapproval. Kiss my ass. And let's go scout up ahead.
Approaching quietly.
See, this is something that's really bad about Thrones of Britannia. You can't do that in Thrones of Britannia. Well, at least from when I played it. Who knows? They may have changed a lot of things between now and when you guys are watching it. So, I mean, I can only judge it based on what I've played so far. You know, 14th of April being that's today. You know, the time of me recording it. I don't know when I'm going to be releasing it. I haven't even released episode 1 yet because I want to finish the entire campaign. It stops backseat gamers. I fucking hate backseat gamers. I've been saying for ages, don't backseat game.
Yes, my lord.
People don't pay any attention. They're just like, Legend, I know you don't take suggestions, but here's a suggestion.
Making camp here.
Your orders, my lord.
Okay. So what I do now
Yes.
then is
We can
make it
go
so
no
if you
further,
give a
my
suggestion, you're just absolutely wasting your time because everything is completely set in stone before
Yes,
you
my
even
lord.
watch the first second of it. You know?
With
By
honor.
the time you're watching episode
Making-
1,
Your
you
orders,
know,
my lord.
it's finished. It's over. So you saying, Legend, don't forget about this. I may have forgotten, I may not have. Doesn't matter. You cannot influence the campaign.
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
With honor. Making camp here.
But Legend, don't you think you would get more views if you let people get involved in your campaigns? I don't fucking care.
Your orders, my lord.
Nope. Not happening.
Yes, my lord.
If you want to get involved in a campaign, come to Twitch. Don't backseat game at Twitch, but you can at least chat to me on Twitch. I'm certainly doing a lot more Twitch these days than probably focusing on YouTube. Twitch is just a better scene, even though I don't really like live streaming that much.
Your orders.
Alright,
Yes,
that
my
seems
lord.
to be all my armies moved around.
Your orders, my
Good.
lord.
Leave those troops there, because these guys can easily make it back. Wait, where is... Oh yeah, that's fine. So they actually gave incentive in this game to actually build the blacksmiths. You notice that in vanilla Medieval 2, I never bother building blacksmiths. It's like the last thing I build. Because generally speaking, getting plus 1, 2, or 3 extra armor doesn't really matter that much based on the tactics that I usually use, since I use shock tactics and morale. I focus on damaging morale rather than worry about, you know, who's got the greatest attack or defense. It's all about morale for me in Medieval 2. But in this, there's extra incentive to get the blacksmith because there's money that comes in with it. Maybe that might be better. There's no culture here. Emptying my lands of troops. You'll notice that my finances are starting to go back down as we really spend a lot. But this is going to spell Mordor's doom. We set up our infrastructure in the first 60 turns of the game. Got myself some settlements, you know, was stingy in the way I was recruiting. But now it's just all out recruitment, hiring everything that we can. I'm just going to pour into Mordor, take everything. Alright, let's move on. Look at those high-level generals just not doing anything. Come get in there. Get in there and kill Mordor. So I believe that the Battle of Minas Tirith, I think it was roughly around 316 or 17.
The enemy lays
3,000
siege to our people.
something. What happened there? Oh, they've shown up with some troops. Fucking gobbo bastards. Nazgul returned to Mordor. The sad realization sets into the hearts of those who fight against the Shadow. Nazguls cannot be killed. Ah, so the one that I killed. Despite being defeated in battle, the spirit cannot be destroyed. Upon return to Mordor after his defeat, he spends time with the Dark Lord and slowly regains a more physical presence, and now is ready to return to the field. The shadow surely grows in this dark day. Interesting. I didn't know that that Nazguls essentially get resurrected. I wonder how they managed to program that.
I'm gonna stick you!
So I didn't leave exactly many troops here. Were we able to recruit from here yet? Not quite. But I got a few guys here. They should be able to sally out there and deal with them. I don't want to do that at all. Might even be an idea to try and get a peace treaty with them. I don't have a diplomat. It'd be great if our friends over here, should send a diplomat over there to them, could go and finish them off. I mean, I could have sent Theoden up that way to fight them, but like I said, I didn't want to. Oh, fuck me. These areas here are owned by the fucking mountain orcs. Anduin Vale seem to have fallen. Is that Anduin Vale? I don't know. Probably shouldn't move from here for when they besiege.
Yes, my lord.
I don't even really care too much if these settlements do fall. I just want to get rid of Mordor.
Your
and end
orders,
this
my
campaign.
lord.
With honor!
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Although the troops that I'm sending in here is
Your
probably not going to be
orders, my
enough to
lord.
finish the job.
With
We're going to need
honor!
more.
Your will, my lord.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Yes. Making camp here.
So still making a good amount of money per turn. Keep them coming. Be curious though, next turn, it says here, you know, provides a garrison when assaulted. I don't know how much though. It'd be interesting to test it out, but I don't know how we'd do that. It could be like 2 units, 4 units, I don't know. But do I get to keep those troops afterwards? These are things I don't know. See, what I could put... If it's like I get a garrison script, right? This is what I'm thinking, because usually what happens with the garrison script, you trigger... You assault a settlement, and then let's just say you decide not to make the assault because they just got 19 extra free units. They keep those 19 extra free units, and then move them around. So I don't know. See, what if they assaulted and then lost? Do I get to keep the units that I get for free because of the armory? I don't know.
Have a taste of my blade!
Yes, my lord.
Alright, well. This siege here is slowing down the progress of the mining network, so we need to stop that.
Order.
Your orders, my lord.
Oh god, that's going to be hard to get him over there. Shit. Oh, it seemed to work.
Your will, my lord. To war, then.
Okay, good. So odds are not great. Should be fine though.
The troops are assembled. Prepare for battle.
Because it's just Snaga crap. They'll break.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
interesting. Oh, fuck me. Oh god, where are we? They have to cross over here to get to us. So if we just stand right there, that would be so slow. If I can get my troops there.
Onward! To war! March!
Problem with these custom maps. Units just don't know what to do. They weren't designed for this shit. Oh no. Oh, they can get across. Probably not a good idea to make them tired, but I just want to hurry up. Good, at least no one's falling off that bridge. That'd be pretty annoying. Come on. Come on. God, it's irritating. On. It's hard to move my camera around in Khazad-dûm. Alright. Why the fuck are you on guard mode? They don't need the rams. Probably should have put a gate there. Alright, let's start off using these guys and take out any archers that we can find. Right, slow down. Just hang on a second, adjust the aircon. Where's their archers?
Good tidings.
Ooh,
The
that's
enemy
a good
general
shot.
lies dead.
I was just aiming for anything that was there. I wasn't necessarily aiming for the general. So far, so good. Okay, gotta make sure you get rid of them. I don't want them coming back. Don't just want to win here, we want to absolutely eradicate them. Give our allies up north a chance to take their settlements. Bit of a shoot, not too much though. the hell did you... Oh, they must have... Oh, snag skirmishes, right. Good. One broken. They've only lost a quarter of their forces so far. The Rook Taskmasters, huh? Yeah, we didn't get a good charge there. Pull back to that. Without the charge, these guys are nowhere near as strong as what they are with the charge. Cavalry is not designed for prolonged melee combat. It's all about the charge. Which is the opposite in infantry, because infantry it almost doesn't even matter if they charge. Look at that slaughtered them. Not to mention also that when they get charged, they lose a lot of morale, especially if they take lots of casualties. Case in point over here.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Should be pretty much over now.
Only half the enemy force remains.
So who's left?
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Behold how the enemy are utterly
So
vanquished.
they only lose 30 men. How about that? So these cavalry, they do a really good job at defending this area. But of course, if they ever brought something like a troll down here, that'd be a real pain.
Yes, my lord.
Well, in 17 turns we can recruit scouts, so that's great. Anyway, hopefully we shouldn't be seeing them again for a little while. I mean, there's some out here. Hopefully that gives them the message not to come back. Alright, let's do some building. Move on to the next turn, and then we'll end the episode there, because we're at an hour now. So I know that, you know, maybe I'm not enjoying this campaign as much as good. It's not because this is a bad game or anything like that, it's just because obviously, just franchise fatigue. But I hope you guys are at least enjoying the campaign. I mean, if I'm not, you know, thrilled with the excitement of the campaign, it would be kind of pointless if people who are watching this aren't enjoying it either, so hopefully you guys are. Maybe I need to be a little bit more mature about how I make these videos as well. Maybe I don't need to always be having the greatest time ever. Maybe sometimes I just need to make a campaign that you guys like, just because it's my job. And I just need to suck it up. Let's quit whinging about it. Moving on. I don't know, I just think the ideal campaign would be one that that I enjoy and my audience enjoys. I feel like the majority of my campaigns are like that, but they're becoming fewer and further between now, just because, you know, franchise fatigue. 5 years of doing nothing but Total War.
We have something for you.
Easterlings of Run won an alliance. Fine, I don't care.
Our gratitude for this act of wisdom.
How about map for map
Most
as well?
willing to hear you out further.
I see little my people need in your offer.
Fine. Are they at war with the Shadow of Mordor as well?
You bring words with meaning. Farewell.
Good, because I was worried that the Easterlings were actually going to come over here and thwart me in some way. So that's good. Yeah, you go back down south and deal with Gondor. What I want is for Gondor to draw all of Mordor's forces out into the west, so I could just take undefended settlements. I'm not here for big epic battles, I just wanted them to die. So that was a strange turn of events, allying with the Easterlings of Run. Who are their enemies? So, Vale, Dwarves of Erebor, and Mordor for some reason. Well, Mordor's days are numbered if you've got the east, the west, and what do we count as the north coming down for you. All they've got left is the south to come and help them. So yeah, they wanna try their luck, do they? Away from them to actually besiege a settlement though. Although maybe fight them out. Actually, if I fought them there, it would be probably hilly. So just wait. Oh, I can get a diplomat from here. That would be good. Oh, we also got another general here, so you stand even less chance now. Get more stables in here so I can get some more cav if I need them. Anyway, I said to end the episode off the end turn, so that'll do. So guys, like and subscribe. Part 14 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.